Hello everyone, I'm Dennis Hunter and welcome to Long Beach Connect, the show that connects you to everything happening in our city. Let's start off the show right here at El Dorado Regional Park. This expansive park is home to the Nature Center, outdoor recreational activities, and of course, right behind me, the beautiful duck pond. After being closed for necessary renovations, it is now open for visitors and wildlife to enjoy. Let's take a look at some of the enhancements.
The City of Long Beach celebrated the reopening of the El Dorado Duck Pond along with community members, Mayor Rex Richardson and 4th District Councilman Daryl Supernaw on Thursday, June 27, 2024. The El Dorado Duck Pond project includes enhanced walking paths, newly planted California native landscaping, a reconfigured water circulation system, with upgraded filtration and disinfection to improve water quality, and a restored pond liner to support the pond's ecological function and habitat.
Today's event is a ribbon cutting for the duck pond here in El Dorado Park. The project has been under construction for almost 2 years. During construction, we revitalized the whole pond, redid the lining, redid the walkways, but we also connected it to the golf course here. So now the water can turn over much more quickly and goes through a cleaning system in our pump house and then pumps water that was previously in the duck pond after it was treated to the golf course. So we now have a giant reclaimed water system here, which will allow for a better habitat for the animals that are here at the duck pond. So I think everyone's happy to have this green space back.
I'm really excited about the new improvements with the duck pond just because the walkways look amazing. I love all of the new native plants that they put in. It's gonna look awesome. Yeah, I'm just really excited about how fresh it looks. It still looks like our duck pond, but it looks nice and new too. And it's just nice because everyone can use it. Everyone can access it. You know, you see people from all over the city at this duck pond. People here on a lunch break, people here on the weekend with their kids. So it's one of those improvements that you improve one thing and it benefits everybody.
For more information about the newly reopened El Dorado Duck Pond, please visit the Public Works website at longbeach.gov/PW.
El Dorado Park is truly a wonderful space to reconnect with nature and take in the views. Now we hop on over to a different kind of habitat at the Aquarium at the Pacific with the latest exhibit, Frogs, Facing a Changing World. Let's discover all the colorful tropical amphibians native to our California and Baja region.
The Aquarium of the Pacific invites you to explore their brand new Frogs exhibit, where you can meet some of the world's most fascinating amphibians. Located in a newly redesigned section of their Tropical Pacific Gallery, Frogs takes guests on a global journey with educational displays and exhibits featuring creatures like frogs, toads, newts, and salamanders.
The name of the exhibit is Frogs, A Changing World. And so this exhibit has to do with our conservation. So we do have a lot of different types of species. And one of our main goals here is just to really put out there into the public on how much we really love these animals. And also just make sure that they do understand how important these animals are to our world. And the conservation is very, very important to us.
We broke it up into two sections. So we have what was our existing amphibian gallery, which got a complete remake on it, and an expansion, a lot of new theming, new species as well. We increased the overall number of exhibits and species in that space. And then we moved over into what's our PV gallery, our Pacific Visions gallery as well. And we've occupied some space over here with our native animals. And so you get to see a lot of unique things that you would find in Southern California. We have a nursery over there. We call it our frog nursery. And it's set up like a laboratory where you're looking through the window. Staff can be in there on a microphone and interact with guests. We have microscopes in there so we can show close-ups of tadpoles on monitors outside. Frogs have been a part of the aquarium for a very long time, and it's one of those things that's fascinating for the visitors. If we survey them, they all want to see more frogs. Like, people love frogs. It's something maybe from our childhoods that we remember. But there's also a key thing in that amphibians, not just frogs, but salamanders, caecilians, newts, they're threatened all over the world. They're threatened by habitat destruction, deforestation, global warming impact is powerful to them. So it's something that we're really concerned with, and we want to highlight that for the guests that come in that do like frogs so much.
The new Frogs exhibit will run through April 30th of 2025. For more information about the Aquarium of the Pacific, please visit the Aquarium's website at aquariumofpacific.org.
Now that's totally awesome. Get it? The aquarium is doing a fantastic job at making sure frogs and other species take a big leap towards a vibrant future. For our next story, we return right back here at El Dorado Park, where the Long Beach Fire Department held the Sidewalk hands-only CPR event. El Dorado Park was the perfect backdrop to learn the importance of performing bystander CPR. Check it out.
On June 6, 2024, LA County's Emergency Medical Service Agency, the Fire Department of Long Beach, and LA County teamed up for the 12th annual countywide Sidewalk hands-only CPR event. The free training was held at El Dorado Park West Good Neighborhood Park as part of National CPR and AED Awareness Week from June 1st to June 7th.
Well, we're here at Good Neighbor Park, El Dorado Park West, for basically getting the community involved in making a difference and learning hands-only CPR. What a great day this is. We've been here basically started at 10 a.m. going till 2 o'clock this afternoon, as this is a big part of what LA County is pushing out throughout the county for this week as part of our National CPR and AED Awareness Week, June 1st through 7th. What a big deal this is. So we're out here in force with our partners at LA County Fire, Long Beach Fire, our partners at the local area hospitals, including Long Beach Memorial, Dignity Health St. Mary Medical Center, Lakewood Regional as part of UCI Health, right? They're all out here today participating in this because we see the importance that citizen CPR makes in people's lives.
Early bystander CPR and the hands-only compression method is a vital skill set that can triple the chance of survival before EMS arrives. CPR community events like these provide citizens the confidence they need to perform the proper techniques directly from medical professionals.
When we talk about CPR, it's important that if you recognize that somebody is not breathing, you recognize that somebody, maybe and potentially, what we say to people is if you see somebody that's unconscious or not breathing normally or storing respirations or they just don't look like they're breathing, start compressions. We always say, if you come up to somebody and see that they're unresponsive, not breathing normally, make sure the scene's safe for you, and then activate the 911 system or send somebody else to activate the 911 system and start compressions. Start pushing hard, pushing fast on the center of their chest, about 2 inches deep, right? And a rate of about 100 to 120 beats a minute. And you can hear some of this music going on behind me. All this music is about to that rhythm. So if you think about that, what does 100 to 120 beats a minute sounds like? Think about that song, Staying Alive from the Bee Gees. That's about the rate that people need to push as it relates to the compressions. And we want you to use and continue those compressions until EMS or the fire department arrives.
Well, we're a big city and we have an aging population, a very diverse population, a population with a lot of need. And we all have to do our part. Our emergency response continuum includes you. The first responder is really the first person that sees an incident occur, that calls 911 and begins administering CPR. And the data really shows that the sooner you're able to administer CPR, the higher likelihood it is that you're going to save that life or reduce permanent damage and the likelihood of permanent damage. And so we support it. I support it. The city of Long Beach supports it. And we want to make sure that the community has the training and the resources that they need to help to save a life.
For more information on CPR and the Long Beach Fire Department, visit longbeach.gov/fire.
Thank you to the Long Beach Fire Department and the LA County's Emergency Medical Service Agency for those essential tips and techniques. Every beat counts when someone is in potential distress. Now, we are ready to take off at the Long Beach Airport for the reopening of their historic terminal. Let's step back into the 1940s to celebrate the transformation of the iconic building.
Long Beach Airport celebrated the grand reopening of its historic terminal building with Mayor Rex Richardson, Airport Director Cynthia Guidry, and numerous aviation and Long Beach history enthusiasts on Saturday, July 27, 2024. The reopening event featured live 1940s themed entertainment and guided tours of the building for enthusiastic visitors. Constructed in 1941, the terminal building is renowned for its streamlined modern design and its mosaic murals all along its floors, created by artist Grace Clements.
This is a wonderful event. Today is the grand reopening of the Long Beach Airport Historic Terminal. What an exciting time for us to reopen so many different rooms and space here at this 1940-something building. The backside, the west side of this building has been closed off for decades, and so we're able to reopen its former kind of use and flow for the historic terminal. We're unveiled amazing mosaic tile here. It's just an exciting time for this airport. So in addition to the seismic upgrade that we've done in the last year, we've also upgraded a lot of the infrastructure, the plumbing, utility work here. And so we've also unveiled tile that we haven't seen in decades. And so there's just been a lot of amazing work, truly a labor of love by many of us, but this building is just phenomenal.
This is a timeless design, and the artwork by Grace Clements is incredible in that we are seeing this young woman. She was 28 years old when she designed these. To see her artwork unearthed after 60 years of being hidden from the public, I think is an incredible testament, not only to the city's dedication to preservation, but to understanding that we move forward and we need to honor the folks who helped build this, and especially the women who are kind of the untold story in some of this work. So really excited to see those for the first time today.
After being closed for over a year, the terminal building now features numerous enhancements, such as seismic retrofits, the restoration of the iconic west entrance, which had been closed for decades, new West Bay windows, preservation of the building's iconic wall clock, and original signage, along with updated restrooms and the ongoing transformation of the former ticketing area into a rental car service space.
Really, for the last year, we've been waiting on this, the reopening of our historic terminal. And why is that special? Well, in 1941, this terminal was never celebrated because of Pearl Harbor and World War II. And so it never really had its moment. Here we are 80 years later when, Art Deco and 1940s architecture has really made a comeback. Sort of represents the best of both worlds, and it's one of the unique characteristics of Long Beach, why it makes Long Beach so special.
For more information about Long Beach Airport's newly renovated terminal building or its 100th anniversary celebration, please visit the airport's website at lgb.org.
There is so much aviation history in our own backyard. The terminal is definitely worth checking out the next time you fly out of the Long Beach Airport. Next up, we visit 26.2. It's not only the distance of a marathon, it's also the name of the latest affordable complex to launch in Long Beach. Here's a look at how the city is providing housing to individuals experiencing homelessness.
The City of Long Beach welcomed the opening of its newest quality affordable housing community on June 12, 2024. Named after the distance of a marathon, 26.2 is located at 3590 East Pacific Coast Highway. The housing development by Accelerate Housing Group was designed for low-income individuals experiencing homelessness or who are at risk of becoming homeless.
26.2, it's affordable housing. It's set aside for people that have been experiencing homelessness. There's 77 units. Everyone has been referred to the building through the coordinated entry system in Long Beach, so everyone has been experiencing homelessness in Long Beach. It finished construction in December, and we leased up the building this past March. We have on-site property management, which most apartment buildings have. And in addition to that, we have several case managers who are here to help residents, and they're here 6 days a week.
Well, it's always such an accomplishment when we finally open something as the the theme and the banner today is it's a marathon, right? It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And so many of us are working so hard to address the homelessness crisis. But LA County and Long Beach have really partnered together on a number of projects, this being one of them. So today is very gratifying, and it helps us get one step closer to eliminating homelessness in our county.
Demonstrating that life is a marathon and one must just keep running, 26.2 was celebrated for pushing through the finish line to create safe and accessible housing in the 3rd District.
It's hard to put words to the fact that we need more developments like this. And to extend that, the fact is they have services here, including helping them with a food bank, helping them with behavioral health. This is what we need in our community to feel secure about moving forward in life.
This is the first project basically on the east side of Long Beach. And what Allison King told me is that's the key to success in solving this housing project, is get the affordable housing project outside of the core areas where they were.
77 people, 77 families will be lifted up with wraparound services, and these are people who were previously experienced homelessness in our city or at the brink of homelessness in our city and referred through our coordinated entry system. So these are Long Beach folks that now are on a pathway to dignity and to self-sufficiency. That's a good thing for Long Beach.
For more information on the 26.2 project, visit the Department of Community Development at longbeach.gov/LBCD.
The 26.2 project is an example of how life really is like a marathon. It may be full of obstacles, but there are always accomplishments and triumphs along the way. For our last story, we explored the multi-day community Charrette series. This exercise invited community members to help create a vision for the future of the downtown Shoreline area. Here are some quick highlights.
What will the Long Beach shoreline look like in the year 2050? Will there be more public beaches or more residential areas? Will a monorail take you from the Aquarium of the Pacific to the Queen Mary? These were all possibilities discussed at the recently held Community Design Charrette for the downtown Long Beach shoreline. The week-long event invited the community to engage and discuss possible ideas and designs for the downtown waterfront, starting off with the kickoff event at the Aquarium of the Pacific that gave an overview of planning efforts and charrette activities.
So why update the plan now? It's almost 50 years old. So there's nothing about the current plan that really reflects the current values or kind of ambitions or kind of the nature of the Long Beach community as it exists today. This is a plan that was, Long Beach was a different place 40 years ago. So we really want to update the plan that's reflective of the community's voices and inputs and values as they exist today.
How can we create a waterfront that is truly for everybody, that supports, visitor serving uses, but also creates a balance between new investment and spaces that can really support the local community? How can we really make all of that a reality here?
Activities then moved to smaller roundtable discussions with the community at Studio 111 that focused on specific topics like environmental and economic planning considerations. These discussions then gave way to a day of community events that included open studio tours as well as walk and bike tours.
We've spent the last year or so gathering some big ideas from community at events and through surveys to understand sort of the big picture of today and tomorrow. And we've taken all that community input and worked with a set of designers and planners who have come up with 8 different big ideas and scenarios and actually drawn them out onto maps to look at what if we change the shoreline itself? What will things look like if we were to move around different uses or land? what will we be faced with in 50 years from now. And so now we're inviting community members to come look at those ideas and react. Does this make sense? Is this a good idea? How should we integrate these possibilities to come up with kind of one cohesive vision? So this is an exciting time where we have all sorts of different alternatives, and now we're looking to come up with that one preferred alternative of how we want to move forward together, so that it's a place where we can come to recreate, to spend time with family, and to enjoy the beautiful shoreline that we have.
It's incredibly important to be involved in this right now. I mean, think about it, in 20 years, hopefully we'll still be the ones living here, working here, even studying here. So something for like the Shoreline Vision Plan that's happening right now and all the conversations around it, even though it can be confusing at times, even though obviously we're high school students, right? It's still very essential to try to get involved in that and try to dissect and digest all the information that's being presented, to be an involved, active member of your community. And this is a great opportunity to do so right now.
This week-long charrette is just the start of what will be a multi-year journey of community input and ideas that will help create the foundation for a new vision of the downtown shoreline. To review issues and ideas, provide feedback, or to check out the Opportunities Lookbook for the Downtown Long Beach Shoreline Vision Plan, please visit the Charrette website at myinput.com/DTShoreLB-CDC.
As usual, there's something happening all over our great city of Long Beach. And remember, Long Beach Connect is just one way to stay informed, but there's also many, many more. Check it out. You can connect with the City of Long Beach over social media on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also stay connected by heading directly to the city's website at longbeach.gov. And don't forget to check out LBTV, your award-winning local news and information station on Spectrum Cable Channel 3, Frontier Fios Channel 21, AT&T Uverse Channel 99, and anytime online on lbtv3.com. And now, you can also download the LBTV3 app on Roku and Apple TV. Well, that's all the time we have on this episode of Long Beach Connect. I want to thank you all for watching from the El Dorado Duck Pond here at El Dorado Park West. We'll be back soon with more ways to keep you connected to Long Beach. I'm Dennis Hunter, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.